SchmutzCast 17.
Season 2. We're rolling right through this is take three because we fucked up the first two times.
We fuck up. You know us. This is how we do this.
It's all good though.
It's okay. I'm used to being a fuck up, so it's okay.
Favorite podcast of filthy fuck ups.
Our recurring viewers of I don't know what was the last numbers like. I don't know, like 150, I think.
I don't know.
Nice.
Something like that.
Nice.
We're getting up there. We're moving.
We're growing with every episode.
You know, the other day.
Yeah, we're growing every episode.
So we've been playing a lot of COD lately, right?
Well, let's before we do that, we got to introduce our man Spencer.
Well, you see, and on take 3, I kind of forgot that we didn't do that on this one.
Hi, I'm Spencer.
This is our boy Spencer. We've been wanting him on here for a while.
Yeah.
Say hello.
Episode 17, and he's finally here. I feel like we've talked about you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here now.
We wanted to have you on for a while.
I feel like I've told the chili dog story on the podcast maybe a time or two.
The chili dog
you
story.
Did. You told
If
me that
you haven't,
today.
that story will be told today.
Well,
Have you told
know
I
what,
don't
Spencer?
remember the chili dog
I'm going to go
story.
ahead and let you tell this chili dog story.
All right,
dog
started
story.
off with the old chili dog story.
Yeah, well, do we want to give a little background? We've known Spencer for years. Them two used to live next to each
I've known Spencer since the day he was born.
Yeah.
So, 23 years.
24
20
years.
24.
Spencer's
Well,
been-
24,
23
23 for me because I'm only,
Yeah.
Spencer's been around us for a long time.
We love him.
One of my best buddies.
Make
He's a real Fred of a pal. He's a guy.
great.
But
He is a Fred.
He is a Fred.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything about him, he's a Fred. He should be named Fred Frederson.
Of the
But
Freds. The first.
of the family of Freds. But we love him, and we're
Freds.
glad he's here. This guy can tell a hell of a story.
So, let's start off with the chili dog story real quick.
Now the chili, I don't know this chili
really
dog
know.
I
story.
mean,
so this is good.
if you don't know what a real chili dog is, John showed me.
Okay.
When we were, I don't
John
know.
showed you a real chili dog.
we were
Yeah,
probably
he
like
showed me
7.
a real
That sounds
chili
like
dog.
the start of a porno.
It almost was. That's what I thought I was getting into.
This
Big
stagnant
sloppy
free-
chili
probably-
dog.
We're probably like, what, 7 or 8 years
Yeah,
old? something
yeah.
like that.
And I'm like, as a kid, I was a little fat ass. I fucking anything I get my hands on, I'm eating it. Right?
I feel that.
I'm eating it. I'm still kind of like that, but you know. No, fucking John came up to me. We were over at his house, and he came walking up to me, and he goes, "Hey, Spencer, you want a chili dog?" You know, I was like, "Fuck yeah, I love chili dogs, dude."
Dude, have
Chili,
you told your
fucking shredded
therapist
cheese.
this story? I feel like this is a story to tell in therapy, not on a podcast.
I've only gone 3 times. Yeah, not yet. It says it ain't come up yet. And I'm thinking, you know, shredded cheese, the fucking works. I'm like, hell
You know,
yeah.
good
And
old
I'm
chili
thinking
dog.
Marianne made it, so it's going to be
It's got to be good.
top of the line chili dog. It's
The
something that's
woman
going to
can
weigh 2 pounds. That's what I'm
It's going to
thinking.
be a big boss dog.
So I proceed to follow this jackass inside. He walks straight to the refrigerator, opens up a fucking pack of hot dogs, hands me a cold hot dog, and says, "Isn't that a chili dog?" And I was like, I looked at him, and I'm like, "You just killed my hopes and dreams, you motherfucker."
You ruined my fucking day.
Thanks.
And then you continue to eat a raw hot dog.
And then I ate that damn hot dog, and it was good.
But it wasn't a hot dog because it was cold.
It's a chili dog.
It's a chili dog.
And I'm not gonna lie, I've done that to so many people over the years, and I've been like, "Hey, you want a chili dog?" And
Dude,
I just
you
hand them
ruined-
cold hot dogs.
That's got to hurt somebody's feelings.
I don't give a fuck.
That would hurt my feelings if somebody offered me a perfect, chili dog
They're
is
like,
an American.
Yeah.
Just
They're like, let's go to
American
Skyline, and then they take you to the fucking Kroger frozen foods aisle.
Like, say, hey,
Yeah, like, come on, man.
It's like a Skyline versus a Sonic, like
Whoa, hold
pony.
on.
You
Well,
know,
Sky-
like-
whoa. How are you going to compare Sonic
Yeah,
to
to Skyline.
Skyline?
that's what I'm saying.
they
The
both have
comparison
chili
is.
dogs. They both have chili, but
They do
Sonic
both have
or
chili
but-
dogs.
That's what I'm saying. The comparison is.
I love
Skyline. Skyline's is gonna hit so much
Honest
better.
to God, I didn't know Sonic had chili.
Sonic
They
does
got-
have the chili.
They got.
bunch of
Is
different
it, they call them honies.
it's like
Conies.
Honies. Yeah.
Coney, I don't know.
Conies?
Honies.
Honey.
Honies.
Conies.
Conies. Conies.
Because they're like
At
New
where,
York hot
Skyline?
dogs.
Drop it in the
Well,
comments,
that's what
whatever
they're
it
called.
is.
That's
They
what
are
they're called.
Coney
Chili
hot-
dogs are called Coney.
See, I didn't know that until
Yeah, they're from
Sonic.
Coney Island.
Hey,
Yeah, I didn't know
so
that.
Oh.
Texas has something really good. It's not
Oh,
they
yeah.
they don't so they have Buc-ee's. You go to Buc-ee's.
The fuck's
And
up,
I-
Buc-ee's?
The gas station?
Buc-ee's, the big gas station.
Oh, that's been the big
they
trend
just
lately.
opened one up in Richmond,
TikTok thing.
Kentucky. But before, the ones that I only knew of was in Texas and that area, like down south. And so I'd stop at this Buc-ee's outside of Houston, right? Man, I'd be in there 16 hours drive. I'm tired as fuck. I walk in there, it smells like amazing. Barbecue, everything. This place is like the size of Walmart. They got these fucking almost like foot-long wieners on a stick. Wrapped in a tortilla.
Not a
Wiener wrapped up in a tortilla. So it's like
No sauce, nothing.
no sauce, nothing.
Just dry as a bone.
Just a
a
straight
meat
dog
stick
and
wrapped in a little bit of a cooked tortilla.
I can't lie. I'd probably eat it.
I can't.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'd eat it, but
Hold on.
it sounds terrible.
You think this is gonna be
know.
good?
I
It
don't
looks controversial. You know, I don't know if I put a tortilla around a wiener,
is a
but
foot-long
I'm
When
more of a bun type
When
guy
I see a
myself.
hot dog wrapped in a tortilla, the first word I think of is controversial.
Holy shit, we're in Texas. We're in Texas.
This is controversial.
This is Tex-Mex.
Dude, this video might be
is
taken
Tex-Mex.
down. He brought up the fucking hot dogs and the tortilla.
Right.
Bro, I might lose ad revenue off of this video.
Well, I'm just saying.
so controversial.
I ate that damn hot dog wrapped in that tortilla so fucking fast. I mean, holy shit, it was good.
it was
fucking,
really good.
It was
huh?
really good.
Did they season it a certain way?
There was a seasoning on it. I don't know what the fuck it
you
was.
been
It was
checked for-
good.
have you
I
been-
also got a little bit of the sauces they had there. A little bit of mustard. Put a little mustard, yellow mustard on there.
Have you been checked for worms recently?
No, but I ain't losing weight if I had worms.
They're eating good. It's
They're eating good. And
You know, sometimes I think, hey, a tapeworm wouldn't be the worst thing to happen to me.
I mean, you know.
There are worse things, I guess.
There are worse things, I guess, than a
mean-
massive tapeworm in my gut slowly eating away at everything I digest.
Isn't
I
there a
would
South
say-
Park episode where they're like he wants to lose weight and he gets a tapeworm, so he duct tapes a fucking earthworm to his stomach or some shit? Like that?
That's funny.
I'm pretty sure that's a
I
thing.
love South Park, man.
Yeah, I love it.
I just watched the post-COVID one the other day.
So
Oh,
good.
God.
It's so good.
So
funny.
good.
So
dude.
good.
When they're at the Walgreens or the CVS or whatever, and everybody's trying to get in.
This is the future.
I like how at the beginning, can we give spoilers on it?
I
Like,
don't.
We don't-
It's
yeah,
been
okay,
out for a
it's been out
while.
for a while.
Okay, so I like how at the beginning, like before they go back in time and change
Yeah.
shit,
Mm-hmm.
like Cartman is like a fucking rabbi and like changed man and everything, and then they go back in time and they change the future and everyone else's life is great, but Cartman's just fucking on the side of the road. He's like, fuck you. Fuck you, Kyle. Fuck you.
Hate you, Cal.
God.
And they're like, man. And then like Butters is like looking at like, man, I sure wish that there was something, but there's nothing that could possibly change his future and all this. And he's like, fuck you, Butters. And he's like, fuck you, Cartman.
Cartman's a piece of shit.
I love him. He's an embodiment of all
After
of
the
worst
Scott
things in this
Tenorman
country.
episode,
All
I
bets
was like,
were off.
I was like, this, all bets are off. When
This
he
is
feeds a
called
child,
Scott's parents chili.
he feeds his bully their own parents. I was like, well, okay.
I liked that his initial thought was to have a horse bite Scott Tenorman's dick off.
Well, I mean, that would be anybody's
But then
first thought.
Immediately he jumps to, I'm going to kill his parents and grind them up into chili.
Would y'all,
Gay.
have y'all ridden a horse before?
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Yes, I rode one 2 weeks ago.
Horses are cool, dude.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Dude, I did for the first time 2 weeks ago. Have you like full blown running sprint on a horse?
No way.
I've never been
Scared the
sprinting on a
shit
horse.
out of me. I've been horseback riding where you follow that horse in front of you, you know,
Just cool,
and that
cool,
horse
cool,
is
cool,
he's
cool,
been doing
cool,
it for
cool.
years, following that same fucking ass in front of him,
Sure.
right? I was on Julian Stewart's. He's got this horse.
Oh, you weren't
It's
even
green.
in a place. You were on.
No, his grandpa owns
Julian's
a
fucking-
arena up here in Henryville called Yankee Town Arena, dude. It's the shit. It's like Yellowstone type stuff. It's a big ranch, beautiful, and it backs up to the forestry, so it's really kind of like
yeah.
Indiana Yellowstone type stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Anyways,
Fuck yeah.
so we went up there to cut nuts off cattle all day last Saturday.
That seems like a very interesting way to put
Yes,
that you were
dude.
castrating cattle.
So
I was cutting the nuts off one
Listen,
of these motherfuckers.
this is how they do it. This is how these sumbitches do it. I still got a bruise on my tit over here from one of their horns. They put them in the chutes, right? One guy, Jarrett, was on a horse here, and Julian was on his horse here. They fucking let him out of the chutes. Jarrett ropes his head. Julian ropes his feet. I got to run up with buddy Kevin to Spain, and me and him tackle the motherfucker, drop him on the ground, and hold him down for dear life. When Nat walks up, gets a razor blade, pulls his nut sack, cuts it off, pulls them out, cuts them, throws some sauce on them, whatever the fuck it is, to make sure it doesn't get infected.
Did you say salsa?
It's just a sauce. It's like sauce. It ain't
Honey
salsa.
mustard on it.
Yeah. It's the honey mustard. Yep.
These nuts are clear.
A little zest to seasoning.
Did
Yeah.
that
But
not make
anyways,
you like nauseous, a little skittish, watching a fucking horse's sack get ripped off?
it was bull, but
Oh, it was cattle.
bull. Yeah.
Okay, so how big was that boy's hog?
Well, the biggest one we did was he's about 4 foot 500-pound bull here.
So how big's that hog on him?
Well, his hog was big, but his nuts are now gone, and actually we ate them.
You ate the
We cooked all them nuts.
No, you did not. You did not.
Jesus Christ.
Eat bull nuts.
Yeah, every one of them are lamb fries, baby. They're all gone.
Was the sperm
Did you
still
fry
in
them?
Yep, fry 'em.
You ate fried
You like-
balls,
you like
dog.
spread it
Fresh
on
off
toast,
the
or-
groin, bro.
Off the sack.
groin.
And you know what? And see, I didn't
I wish I
understand.
could be
But
like
like the
you,
whole
bro.
day, that's the whole thing. They were like, so we're gonna they were so excited about getting these nuts cut off to eat them.
Are you being dead ass?
Like they
right
were
now?
more excited about that than just getting the job done, because the cattle have to get the nuts cut off so they don't reproduce, and then you got a bunch of craziness going around.
What in the fuck makes you want to eat testicles?
They're fucking good. That, and I think it bumps up your. I think you grow a little more hair on your nuts afterwards.
After eating nuts?
Bull balls. You put some bull balls in your mouth. By God, your dick gets a little bit longer
You think so?
or shorter. I don't know.
It's like steroids.
The true steroids are eaten.
I can't tell much of a difference right now, but
How
I'm
did they-
hoping for
how
good
did they cook
results.
'em? You said they
Wait. Speaking of, did you all see the Liver King guy?
Yeah.
The news
Yeah,
on the
he
Liver
That's
came
all I can
out.
think
He's
about
on
when he's talking
steroids.
He's convincing people to eat fucking bull nuts. Like he's like my whole diet is fucking.
Eat them raw. I'm like, I got mustard and ketchup on mine, buddy, and mine are fried. Fucking seasoning from Bass Pro.
He
That's
comes
it.
out
Totally
and
different.
imagine being one of the guys that he convinces to eat raw sack, and then it comes out that he's just doing steroids. He's just doing roids.
Well,
I
he
ate
said
so much
the
raw
thing-
organs from cows because of the things he says. I could have just been
Bro.
taking roids this whole time.
I've always wanted though to if my grandpa, when first time I ever killed my deer, he made me take a bite of the fucking heart. Right.
That's different. That's like a rite of passage. That's different than eating a sack off of an animal.
But I wonder, you eat something fucking animal's heart or brain or some shit. I'm raw. Does it have a good? Is it good for you?
I mean,
Is there like a
probably
good?
Wait. studies out
you
there
have to
for it.
swallow it when you take the bite.
I didn't swallow it. I
probably
couldn't. I
better
could.
for you
I
if
was.
it's
I was
Yeah, it's definitely better for you.
It definitely make you sick.
Yeah, it would make you
Eating an
sick as
animal's
fuck.
blood is gonna make you sick.
oh yeah, I took a bite and I was like chewing on it. I'm like, nope, fuck, nope. Spit her out.
Yeah, that's the rite of passage.
Might have disrespected the deer. but-
Megan's killed.
Sorry, Jesus. There.
Your heart
deer.
tastes like shit.
And
You didn't eat that good.
when she killed those two deer, I asked. Well, she killed them before I met her, but I asked her if she ate or took a bite of the heart, and she's like, "No, ew." I'm like, I thought that was like a normal thing that people did was like a just straight up like rite of passage. Like you kill your first deer, you got to take a bite out of the heart.
I think a little bit more like hardcore hunting families.
Yeah.
It is. I can say that my family's a
I
little
may
bit more
need to-
hardcore than most.
I'd say your grandpa's much more hardcore than
Grandpa.
most hunters.
I know for a fact
Both my
nobody in my
grandpas
family
are.
has done that.
I know. I would say that I would
Little
say
bit
that.
Bill's bitten out of heart.
No.
I like the most.
I'd say that with about 90%
For
certainty.
real,
I would
the
be-
first thing that man said when I told him I was moving to Nebraska was, "There's good pheasant out there."
Damn good pheasant, boy. Damn good pheasant. Hold that.
That's because he reads a lot of bird books.
That's fair.
Anybody need a beer?
Yeah. John, you still got that deer heart in your fridge?
No, that was given to the guy who eats the deer hearts. Actually,
Really?
Yeah, he had one just sit in a bag in his fridge.
There's people that will cook them and eat them.
Yeah, they make good-
I've had that.
There's like
they make
iron
good
shit
stew
in 'em,
apparently.
Well,
Like,
I like people that use all the animals that they kill because it's like a respect thing, you know. It's like
Yeah.
you're shooting it. You might as well fucking use it so it doesn't go to waste.
Yeah, my uncle when
are
he
you
cooks
hearing
up
this
a
bull
deer,
in the
it's
China shop out here?
I swear to God, he gets one beer, he goes through the pan cabinet.
I don't give a shit.
No.
That's not a Bush Light. That's a Bush Heavy.
I know.
Okay.
I'm rude, man.
I'd prefer that.
What's the difference between Bush Heavy and Bush Light?
Bush Heavy is heavier, Bush Light is lighter.
More calories.
It tastes a little bit thicker.
Does it get you drunk the
It's
same?
think of
Yeah,
like skim milk versus 2% milk.
The percentage is higher
That's
too.
that's an even worse than I hate that even more than I hate beer.
You hate milk?
Yeah, milk
I
is
love
awful.
milk,
Have we not had this talk?
I drank probably
milk.
half a
I have
gallon last night.
I have a taste of it.
Yeah.
'Cause I used to.
Down there, boy.
If you're joking or not,
I'm not. I drank every bit of half a gallon of milk last night.
Oh God,
I'd be
dude, I used to love
shitting
it.
my brains out.
I used to love it. And
You're also
then,
lactose intolerant.
I got big, thick bones, is why.
Jesus,
Takes a lot of milk to resource them.
man. Drink a bunch of that shit when you got the flu. That's what fucked me up.
What?
Well,
Milk.
I was like 7 or 8, and I loved milk before then. And I walk in the kitchen, I've got the flu. My mom, I go into the cabinet, or not the cabinet, the refrigerator, and I pull out the milk, and my mom's like, "Don't drink that. You're sick with the flu. You're gonna be sick." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm drinking some milk."
I was gonna say, if you got it
Yeah.
out of the cabinet, no wonder.
Yeah, no, it was out of the refrigerator cabinet. But I pull out the milk and I clean out like half a gallon of that shit. And, about an hour there later, just profusely vomiting for like the next day and a half. Yeah, so then after that, it was no more milk.
I
I've only had that with sushi. Like sushi,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
vomited sushi. I can't even
I
smell sushi.
fucking love
fair.
sushi.
I feel like
can't
everyone has like that
can't
one
do sushi.
thing
Yeah,
that they got real sick off of. Like mine's White Castle.
they did.
Damn, what is
happened
mine?
with your White Castle?
I just say some White
Mine was
Castle and got real sick
Pepto-Bismol.
like that.
I love Pepto.
Pepto, bro.
You can't
Pepto
do
is a
Pepto?
lifesaver.
Pepto, I'll
Bro,
if I'm
I got
hurting,
sick
I'll
one time.
down a whole bottle of Pepto
Yeah,
bro.
without a sweat.
I got
To
sick one
make
time.
myself
Just
sleep.
to feel better, or just I'll get a whole bottle at the gas station, fucking chugger, gone on the road, doing ready.
Doing Pepto
No, you
shots
gotta
tonight.
do what my dad does.
Pepto shots on me, boys.
My dad will do half Pepto, half
And
NyQuil.
Oh
Right.
God,
Man,
The
Sleepy time combo.
Yes, sir. You talk about
Mikey's off the shit.
You talk about
nuts.
mixers.
It
You
might-
talk about mixers. This man is a genius. He is. And you know what? Until you try it, you won't know.
Honestly, I could see that doing wonders if I'm being
That
honest.
mixture.
That mixture doesn't sound tasty.
It doesn't sound tasty, but effective.
Effective.
Oh, I'm not,
Hey,
you're,
hey.
you're gonna get the burps.
So-
that's for sure. But
Speaking of, you mentioned Benadryl, right?
I don't think I
So
did,
this,
but go ahead.
no, he did. No, you NyQuil. I'm thinking NyQuil,
okay.
Benadryl,
Same
same similarities
difference,
as in knocking your ass
Chlorophyll,
out,
everything
right?
is the same.
What happened with the Benadryl?
So in this Benadryl, that just when you said that, it kind of reminded me
Oh,
of a time that me and Keebler spent together.
Which one?
So one night, well, no, it was one night. I was in high school, and my brother was Sully. My little brother was a.
Your brother about this?
Yes,
Okay,
I have told him. He was a fucking snitch, dude. Like, I mean, he would tell on anything I did. If I fucking farted wrong, he's telling. Like, he was a snitch, dude. Had no respect for the little shit.
That is true.
He's different now. He's totally better.
I
But
can confirm that Sully was the worst snitch.
was the worst.
he's the only reason I ever got in trouble is because
Before
Sully.
he was a snitch, he was like. It's crazy to me that Sully is so like
Cool.
low down, quiet.
He's
this
so-
type of.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Back in the day, he was
Sully's
like
so
yip 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 yip.
Just
Like
in a
the kid on
shithead.
The kid on the wild thornberries. the
Yeah.
redhead kid.
Wait.
That was Sully.
Yeah.
That was Sully.
Oh, I was thinking of Nigel.
Nigel.
Nigel
Thornberry.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like
I
Nigel
thought Tom Will looked like Nigel Thornberry.
With his mustache, he kind of
does.
did.
The nose. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, he's got
It's the
he's got
nostril
hook
in the
nose.
whole
He got
head.
the honker.
He got the anyway.
But anyways, back to the
Jordan's sitting back like nobody mentioned my nose. Nobody mentioned my nose.
we gotta move on.
back to the story. So
was trying to stay
that
quiet.
night, John had a party at Spalding that night, and he wanted us to come. And of course, I was in high school, and I'm like, "Oh my god, a college party! Holy fuck, I'm there!" And my parents were out of town, but I knew I couldn't get out of the house without fucking Sally going to sleep or like not telling on me, right? So I needed to make sure he was asleep and asleep good, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm like running every.
Slip this
Shut up! I'm sitting there. I'm running every fucking idea through my head on how I can get out of this house, meet Keebler, and get to this fucking party.
We needed to go, bro.
Brainstorming, not good brainstorming, but I did it.
Yeah.
Sully, you want a milkshake, buddy? Yeah. All right. What kind? Vanilla? I'm like, cool. That's all we got. I give him a cherry milkshake. He's like, what the fuck? He's eating it. He eats the whole fucker. He's like, Spencer, this milkshake did not taste right. He's like, what the fuck's wrong with it?
Oh my
I didn't
God.
tell him I put a little bit of Benadryl in there to knock his ass out.
You straight drugged Sully.
I put the appropriate amount. I read the thing, but it was enough just to help him sleep a little bit. So Sully went to sleep. Like literally an hour later, I carried that motherfucker into his bedroom, tucked him into sleep, left a water by his bed, like fucking everything, dude. Went up, locked the whole house, set the alarm system, hopped in the whip. We're gone, boys. Partied all fucking night. Got so hammered that night, I remember eating shit in an alley in Louisville,
Bro,
40 minutes away from my house.
You were skipping.
Yes, it was raining too, I think.
Because you went up and you did like where they do in
What the
cartoons.
fuck?
You did
Yeah.
like what they do in cartoons where they like it's the silly noise and they slip on the puddle.
Bro.
I did
You
that
were
stuff.
jumping over trash
Fuck
cans.
the party.
I was so hammered, and I got home fucking, I mean, literally just got home, crashed at the house, woke up next morning. Sully woke up, nothing was wrong.
Fuck the
Sully had
party.
no
You
clue.
drugged
Sully had no clue, dude. And I told him about it literally.
my God.
I told him about it like 2 years ago.
What did he think?
And this was like every bit of over
Was he
10.
pissed off? I mean,
He just laughed.
so,
He said, I knew you did something to that shit. I knew that milkshake tasted
my
funny.
God. How did that even work?
Then, but if you ask Sully, he'd be like, "Yeah, I was a fucking snitch, so I do it. I understand." He will admit to being such a fucking snitch. The day that Sully changed, I had a jewel, and he found it in my car, and I convinced him that it was because you used to be able to plug your jewel into your the USB on your dash.
Mm-hmm.
Like mine was right next to my radio, so I told Sully it was my downloadable thing with all my music. Was my jewel because it was always plugged in there charging, and so he never fucked with it. And then one day I was like pissed off, and I was just so tired of him snitching on me, so I was like pulled it off. I'm like, Sully, hit this motherfucker, and he's like, and I got a picture of him hitting it, and he's like. He hits it and takes his little toke and coughs. Ever since that moment, Sully's not been the same.
That's funny
He's been
as
super
hell.
chill. Like soon as nicotine hit his system, he was just like, good.
That
I'm
man
cool
was
again.
a fiend for a while. Little Sully would be. It was when he was hitting his growth spurt. Spencer would bring him over to the house.
Growth spurt.
Spencer would bring him over to the house. He's still like a fucking kid, but he's like 6'4".
Yeah.
And like he'd be like, "You got your jewel, bro? You got your jewel, bro? I'm fiending." And I'm like, Sully, who are you?
Like out the corner of my eye, because Spencer asked, he's like, "Can I tell the Benadryl story?" And I'm like, "I don't know what the Benadryl story
That's
is."
fine. Well, the Benadryl.
The Benadryl story's funny as shit. I'm
Yeah.
so
It's
glad you told
It's
me.
his brother,
my
so it's
God.
Yeah, I can't get in trouble for that.
He's like, "Oh, legally, if it's your brother."
It is your brother,
Yeah,
and
no,
Statute of limitations.
It was fine back then.
I mean, I'm not judging you. I think it's funny.
long
But
as
Sully,
okay,
do you
I'm
want to
kinda-
press charges? He'd
Sully-
be like, yeah.
As long as Sully wasn't mad, that's what we
I don't
care
think
about.
Sully gets mad about anything anymore.
I'm
Sully
not gonna
was
lie, I
so
pissed Sully off
excited.
the other day.
For real.
Yeah.
What'd you do? What'd you do
you do?
there?
I started his Hummer up and pulled it out of the driveway or pulled it out of the garage, and I didn't let it run for over a minute before putting it in reverse.
You know he's
Dude's
particular about
anal
would be a thing
about
that
his
Sully-
cars, dude.
that would be
He
a thing
came
that
out
Sully
there
would be
and he
mad
was like,
about.
"You motherfucker!" And I'm like, "What? I'm moving your fucking car." Like I moved it 20 feet, you dumbass. And he's like, "You didn't fucking let it run long enough." He's like, "It's cold out here. That transmission needs to be warmed up before you just throw it in the." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here, you
Wasn't
shithead."
it parked in the garage?
Yeah, I'm like, this fucking garage is 82 degrees and it's 30 degrees outside. It's fine.
Oh,
Come
God.
on,
You're
man.
pulling the garage.
He starts yelling at
Oh,
Spencer.
yeah,
He's
hell
like,
dude.
"All right, time to whip out the Benadryl."
Our garage,
He's gonna get you back. He's like,
you wanted-
he's gonna be crazy. He's gonna be like, "Spencer, pulling my fucking Hummer."
Spencer, you want this beer? You want this beer, huh?
Hey,
it may
I'm
be
not-
a little pink, but it's fine.
6 seconds isn't a minute, Spencer.
hey, he's gotten me back plenty of times. I'll tell you
Oh.
that. He's gotten me
I
back.
can only imagine.
I would hope. You piece of shit.
He's done some shit to me, man.
Hey, but you've done a lot for him. You've shown him the world.
Brother,
Shown him the way.
I had to.
You've
I had to
shown
make
him
him
the
cool.
way.
you know the way.
You did make him
you know
cool.
they will.
I had to
Sully
make him
is Sully is a great human being. I love
now
him.
he's
I would argue that he's almost probably cooler than you are.
Oh, 100%.
Maybe
Because
easily.
he's got Angie in him. Spencer ain't got no Angie in him. Sully's got like 90% Angie, 10% Bear Fire. Fucking Spencer's 100% Bear Fire.
Just Bear Fire right
It's
here.
Bear Fire Junior.
Bear Fire.
If anybody deserved the name Junior, it's you. Why aren't you named Barry Junior?
I'd be Little Bear Jr.
Little Barry Jr.
LBJ.
could be your country artist.
LBJ, Little Barry
LBJ.
Junior.
Man, that reminds me. Stilger the other day. He was. I was at his house playing Call of Duty, and he grabs a blanket and he throws it over his lap, and he goes, "I'm going LBJ sport mode."
What does that
I was
mean?
like, oh,
What does that mean?
I got that same setting.
LBJ, he was, he said FDR. Never mind.
FDR.
Yeah, because FDR was in the wheelchair. I was like, oh my God, Stilger. I was like, that was our guest. What was that last week?
Last week, a guest that sat back here with the Futurama tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
I
He has a
love him.
Futurama tattoo?
Yeah,
He's had it for a while.
says, you win. What is it? You win.
You want a smaller silver.
smaller.
fiddle.
Yeah, you win a smaller silver fiddle. It's really good too.
It is
It's
a really
well
good
done.
tattoo.
The
really
one
well
on
done.
his forearm is fucking great.
He's
Yeah,
got
it
great
is.
choice in tattoos.
I mean,
Yeah, he's gonna.
I
have
ain't
a-
seen Stilger in a minute. I need to
he's
see
got a
some of his
full
tattoos.
fucking
Just here.
forearm tat.
I don't
You wanna
remember
talk-
him.
You want to see some Stilger? Go watch the last episode of SchmutzCast. It'll get you some.
And if anybody viewing wants to go see that, go check that out. The season 2 premiere was last week. Hit that shit up.
How you liking the house, Timberlake? You moved
I
back in.
love it. It's
Still
great.
loving it. You got it dressed up a little bit for Christmas time. I see.
It's Christmassy. You all can't see this,
I was
but
gonna say, you
the
can't see
Christmas
the camera.
tree's right behind the camera.
If you ask nice enough, he might just pop a picture of the Christmas
might.
tree right
I
here.
might just do it right here if I can signal my future self to do
Looks
it.
like one of them other trees that represent Christmas.
What other trees?
What tree
Represent
represents Christmas?
Any other fucking tree with lights on it?
No, that's fair.
Oh yeah, true.
that's true.
But yeah,
thought you had a
this
specific
house, I figured out.
Whatever your pickings.
So you all know the toilet back there in the back would just randomly every 30 minutes would like fill back up just a little bit. You'd
Yeah.
hear it kick on.
Does it bubble?
It wasn't. What do you mean bubble?
Like you said, it fills back up, but do you hear a bubble? Does it like? Does it
No. It's like it's slowly draining into the bowl. Like the seal was messed up, so I replaced the little flapper in there, and then I was like, okay, so the fucking the ring on the bottom must be fucked up. So I was gonna replace that. Well, Megan's dad came here today, and he's like, "What's that?" And I thought it was like this little scratch down in there that was like scratch the paint, full on crack in the fucking tank. It was bleeding out the bottom, water. So we had to buy a whole new fucking toilet. There's a whole new toilet in that garage.
Damn.
But so you guys,
Have you-
it never pulled up on the floor? Like
No,
the
it
water?
wasn't doing it that bad. Most of the water that was draining was going into the bowl.
Do we need to make a how to install a toilet video?
Oh,
Linking
Another
off
how
this.
to coming soon.
Coming soon. How to install LT shitter.
bro,
How to
that'd be
get
awesome.
5 dickheads to fix a
What would we
toilet.
all be doing? I wouldn't be doing shit.
It'd
John-
probably be me, Spencer, and John.
Yeah, me, Jordan would be.
Jordan could grill for us.
Jordan
while
would be
we're doing it.
grilling. Yeah, Spencer would be cutting the nuts off of bulls.
Keebler would be holding the light for
I would
us.
hold. I'd
We'd
hold
be-
the light
And I'd
for
be
sure.
like, son, aim it this way, god damn it.
God damn it,
My
boy!
favorite job growing up.
Holding the flashlight?
Yeah.
Did your dad ever yell at you for holding it the wrong way?
Duh. Everybody's dad yells at them for holding it the wrong. It's part of growing up.
It's part of being a dad. I
I'm gonna
can't
chew
wait
my
to
kids out for holding
I
the flashlight.
can't
the
wait,
wrong
bro.
way.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
my favorite thing. Chewing out my son for holding the fucking flashlight wrong. It's like a rite of passage.
You know,
How the hell am I
You
supposed to
little
see that?
fuck.
you
You
know.
little son of a-
When it hits 8 p.m. and them fence posts gotta go
When I
in
get
'cause your
home, I'm
mom
gonna
wants it done
slap
by
your
9.
mama.
Gotta keep the horses in on the property
Yeah.
so we can cut their nuts off.
Spencer's
And they-
coming tomorrow.
I want to get a
Yeah.
fucking horse after riding a horse now. God
real?
damn, it was so
Just
cool.
to cut its nuts off.
I don't want to cut a horse's nuts off. use the
Would you eat
horses
Don't they
to
cut
get the
horses'
bulls.
nuts off too?
I mean, I'm sure. Fuck,
Okay, so
but
here's
I
the
don't-
question.
I'm not cutting my horse's nuts off.
What's the difference of horse nuts and cow nuts?
Could you eat them both?
Well-
or is it
Horse
just
nuts?
one or the other.
Do we eat cows?
Well, we don't really eat
And
horses.
do we eat
don't
horses?
eat
Do we
horses. Not
we
in
go to
America.
fucking Jeff Ruby's to order a horse?
Yeah, I don't eat a.
Can I get a horse's ass, please?
loin?
I don't eat a
Maybe we
cow's
should.
asshole. So why would I eat a fucking horse's asshole?
Well, I'm sure.
Well, nobody eats the house. Who the fuck
eat a
eats
horse.
asshole, man?
Other
Well,
countries,
hold
they eat
on now.
assholes.
Now,
Different discussion.
Different discussion.
But
now,
Bring it back.
bringing it back.
Either way,
my
nobody-
mother watches this show.
nobody eats beef butthole and horse butthole.
Oh, speak for yourself.
You got some.
Oh god.
You got some cow anus in the freezer.
I season it with Benadryl.
Oh, boy. That ring on that some bitch is probably shining.
Jesus.
Yeah, put the Benadryl in so you can sleep at night after doing something like this.
God,
Just
damn.
ate a
Yeah,
cow's
you should- You
asshole.
should make us all milkshakes.
You know those things expand. Them
Fuck.
motherfuckers stick their whole arms up there.
You know, didn't our science teacher, didn't he have a picture of his? There was like a picture.
Of his anus?
Well, I thought for some reason there was a picture in his, not with his anus, with a cow's anus.
Why would there be a picture of a
No,
cow's anus
They had-
in a classroom?
I think in the agriculture thing they had like that
That
hole
just
that they
seems
put in the side
odd.
of cows that goes in their stomach.
Yeah.
They had that. It wasn't like a cow ass.
Well, I'm pretty sure in the science room there was a picture or something about a girl. I don't know, and I'm pretty sure I remember her arm being up a cow's asshole in the picture.
They do that.
Well, I know they do it because they got to go in there and feel around or whatever. It's like a cow prostate exam, but I'm like, I was just surprised.
No, it's not in
thinking-
its asshole. It's in its
In its
fucking
pu- in
birth
its-
canal
in
to
it-
pull
what,
out
in
the
it?
fucking baby.
What, they're just reaching in its pussy to pull
They
the
have
kids
to,
out?
yeah. That's how they get a cow out of.
What?
Cows naturally giving birth like 90% of the time kills the cow.
What?
So like naturally, so that's why they don't like give birth naturally. They reach their arm in there with that big ass garbage bag glove,
The glove.
and grab the legs and pull it out that way. I've seen it so many fucking times on fucking different shows, like Impractical Jokers. One of the fucking punishments was Sal doing that.
That's horrifying.
I would do that.
I would
I bet
never
you
do
would.
that.
I would.
I'm glad
The
it's not-
warmth would make me want to
I'm
vomit.
glad
I
it's
would.
not like that for people.
Yeah,
Can you imagine you gotta read.
I'd say,
like,
Megan, we're not procreating.
Yeah, I'd be like, we're.
If I
adopting.
gotta reach in.
we're adopting, honey.
I'm just glad Megan's not one of those that like what do they like eat the
placenta.
placenta or whatever. Yeah,
What?
that's-
If
it's
I don't
weird
get
as
my
shit.
placenta powder
What?
every
That's
morning,
fucked
I'm
up.
gonna fucking kill myself.
That is the
Some
weirdest
people do
shit.
that.
Oh my
People eat the
God.
placenta.
Yeah, they like grind it up in
I think
powder.
those
Isn't that the
people need
bag
to
that
be
it's in?
beaten.
Yeah,
It's like the blood
Those
pillow.
people-
in
Well,
their
because they
tummy.
have to.
Listen, New World Order. Let's fucking start beating people that do that shit. That's fucked up.
I mean,
That's
he's
fucked
like,
up.
he's like, just beat them to death.
I
if
could
they-
look
if
at
they-
you no worse than a goddamn. Well, maybe I don't know. I don't want to say too much, but you know what I mean. You're a pretty shitty
Oh my
person.
God.
I think you're nasty as fuck.
Placenta does not sound appetizing. Oh,
No, I'd rather
Yeah.
eat coochie hair. Fuck that.
I mean, maybe,
I mean, goddamn.
I don't think that's the worst thing you got to worry about with eating a fucking organ that comes out.
Yeah, either
they gotta-
placenta or
What
hair
do they
pie.
fry
I don't know
it?
what the
Well,
fuck.
What, they throw her in the air fryer for a little bit and
They just keep
call her
an air
done?
fryer in the
They
operating
grind
room.
it up
Yeah,
to
they-
a powder.
they-
Oh, really? What if you
And you
smoke
put it in your
it?
food.
you put it in shit, or you can take pills of it, like put it in capsules.
They literally put
Full
it in
of
capsules.
what's it full of? Like calcium or what?
It does
It's
have
supposed to be-
vitamins in it.
It's
It
got
does,
vitamins
yeah,
and
it's
shit,
got
but
vitamins.
so do fucking.
So does cow butthole.
Well, I mean, dogs,
Cow butthole has vitamins in it.
Dogs and shit, they eat like.
You gonna eat that?
Like,
Flintstones vitamins have vitamins in them. Why
Yeah,
am I
I'd rather
eating
eat a fucking gummy that tastes like, goddamn raspberries
I don't
than
know.
fucking placenta. Excuse
I
me?
mean, if you want to use if you want to eat the placenta, I don't think there should be a law preventing it.
I think
but
there
I
should.
don't want to know about it.
In all
I think
technicality,
you're
it is
weird.
yours.
If I was,
think it's weird
but
as
here,
fuck.
imagine this: you get with a woman, you love of your life.
Sure.
You guys
I'd
have a
let her-
kid,
I'd
and
let her
she's
eat the
like,
placenta.
"I want to eat the fucking placenta." I'm gonna say,
I'd probably let her.
I'd say don't kiss
I
me
think-
for
I
about
get
a
full
month.
custody of the kid.
I think it would be weird, but I'd probably be like, all right, I got to pass to do something weird then.
Oh yeah.
What would you
What would you do? What would you do?
What'd your
Oh,
pass
I'd
be
have to
yourself?
think about it first.
You
Damn,
would have to think about it because that's
yeah,
a pretty
no, 'cause
big.
that's a pretty
weird
big one.
pass.
That's a pretty big one.
dude, fart in her mouth.
What's your weird pass?
Fuck her up.
What would y'all's?
What would my weird
what would
pass
y'all's
be?
Weird pass be?
I get to
Let's
drink
start with
every day.
Jordan. Come back to me because my woman's in here, so I
that's
can't.
fair.
I don't know if I want to drop my weird pass.
No, that's fair.
until the weird
sometimes-
pass is needed.
Honestly, none of us are married yet. We might have to keep the weird pass in tuck because if they find out what it is before they marry it,
No, but weird pass. Weird
They don't wanna
pass.
marry it.
we're not. Yeah. I mean, bro,
I don't know about that guy.
You got a good thing going. You need to lay out your weird pass right now.
A weird pass is a weird pass.
Weird pass. That's
weird.
wacky.
Weirder things happen than weird pass.
That's wacky. Yeah.
A wacky pass.
Okay,
A wacky
wacky. You say the word wacky.
Is wacky different than weird?
Wacky Wednesday.
but
Wacky
what?
has comedic value
So-
to it.
So what would you get out of a wacky pass? You're like, I get to
I
put
like
a
shit
clown
on the
nose
floor
on
or
you.
something.
Imagine you're in the
If I just want to bop you with a clown nose, I can.
No,
you're
bro.
in the middle of the biggest argument with your girl in you all's entire relationship, and you're like, honey, wait just 1 second, and you come back with a fucking clown nose instead.
And you just say one word, honk.
Okay. You want to
It's
hear?
over.
I think my weird pass. What my weird pass would be? I'd start shitting in the toilet and not flushing it, so she has to flush it every fucking time.
That's so maniacal.
Just toxic. Just fuck you. You ain't a fucking placenta, bitch. Flush my shit. It's fucked up, man.
Why don't you just?
You're
start
gonna pay for that.
Why don't you start shitting in Kroger bags and make her throw them away?
No, you just shit in the toilet and close the lid so she doesn't know. And she goes take a piss, anything. She goes, oh shit,
You're
shit.
like, the placenta
Some
was
bitch has
the
been coasting down there waiting
No,
for that fucking lid to be
Just
open.
stewing in the
Just
toilet.
stewing. That air just breaching that fucking lid, dude.
Like, now we're both surprised, baby.
God.
Welcome to the shit show.
She's throwing up.
wacky.
Who
That's
really
wacky.
wins? You shouldn't ate the placenta end of the day.
So what's your weird pass, Keith? I need I need a weird pass.
I don't know. That's a
I need
tough
a beer.
question. I had to think of it. Maybe on next week's episode, I'll have my weird.
My weird pass is gonna be that every night in the middle of the night at a random point, I'm gonna slide out of bed unknowingly and replace myself with Stilger.
Oh,
Oh man,
That's the return. That's just filthy.
that is filthy.
I might have
That's
to
called
take
the
that
filth.
back.
That's called the filth pass, not the weird pass.
Absolute
Fucking
disgusting
mind.
grease
those
pass.
sheets, bro.
So, wacky is a word that you might describe a certain celebrity that
We hit that time of the fucking podcast where we talk about
That
how
rascal.
Kanye West's career
We're gonna
is
talk
even more ruined than it was
about-
the week beforehand.
we're gonna talk about.
time for me to get a beer.
This fella.
Anybody else need one?
This funny guy.
Just even the caption. Kanye West admits he likes Nazi leader Adolf Hitler.
Well,
and shocking
let's
Alex
be
Jones.
clear with it. He straight up just said, "I am a well." Okay, I can't. Oh, Kanye referred to himself as a Nazi. I didn't want to say I am a
Yeah,
because
'cause it could be
if I
clipped.
ever ran for
Clipped.
office one day,
Clipped.
somebody would clip
That
the
was-
Somebody's
fuck out of
clipping
that.
the shit
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, somebody would clip the fuck out of that.
Well, the thing is Alex Jones, everybody knows. I feel like I don't have to introduce or explain Alex Jones.
No.
Everybody knows Alex Jones.
Our viewers would know who Alex Jones is.
If
They're making the freaking frogs gay. That's the guy.
I
That's
love
the
that
guy.
guy.
Yeah, that's the
So Alex Jones is never the sane one in
No.
any interaction with anyone.
observably insane.
But
We like that.
in
That's
the
his whole-
show
We
that
need
he
an
had-
insane guy like that.
yeah.
I don't know if we do.
Wow.
It's great to watch. I mean,
It's
I
great to
laughed
watch.
my
Great to
ass off
watch.
watching this guy.
But then Kanye West comes on, what, 3 days ago? 2 days ago?
and
And
makes
makes Alex Jones look like a sane, sober, reasoned individual.
How?
That's
What?
crazy. Not under
What?
Massive amounts
This
of...
happened?
Have you not seen this?
No.
Oh.
look.
I love Alex Jones. Like, I
Kanye-
think he's hilarious. I don't agree with 90% of
Exactly.
shit he says,
I
but
agree.
I,
Same with
I think
us.
he's
Same with
fucking
us.
hilarious.
I think he's
funny as
pure
hell.
entertainment.
But he
That's
is an-
exactly.
he's
I
an
don't look
awful
at him
person.
anything
He's an
other
awful
than
person.
pure entertainment.
So
Kanye
that right
West-
there is
yeah.
how Kanye was on Alex Jones's show with the mask, and he said directly that he is a Nazi because that's what everybody portrays him as. It's supposed to be a play on words of like
I don't
everybody
think-
wants
what?
me to be a Nazi, so
No,
in that case,
I don't think he would. Don't even
Did you
be it
listen
like
to the clip?
Well, I listened to the whole
I
thing.
saw what he was trying to do. It just didn't make any fucking sense.
I mean, when he comes out and he says, you know, Hitler actually did good stuff because he made the highway, he didn't.
He
and
didn't.
because he made the microphone, He didn't.
He
and
didn't.
then he's like, oh, well, the Holocaust wasn't really, happening the way everybody says it happened. It did. My dad's
100%.
been to the camp before, one of the camps
Auschwitz?
before. I mean,
Dude, I don't
he said
know.
you walk into the camp, right? And, I mean, grown man at the time, he says you just fucking start crying. Because you can tell how many people are just buried
People say
underneath
you
your
can
feet.
feel it. Like, you can feel, like,
I'm
evil
sure.
there.
I mean, it's unreal, bro.
I love
Because, I mean, it's the, what Auschwitz is the big one?
Auschwitz,
Yeah.
Birkenau, yeah, that's
That's the big one.
There were, because I mean, in the Holocaust, there were around 13 million people killed.
Well,
Total.
with Kanye, it's like
It's just tough. man.
so for years everybody's gone with Kanye's having a mental breakdown and everybody's like nobody's helping him. He's
Right.
not having a mental breakdown. He is clinically fucking insane, and he has been forever. And I'm a fan of his music. I love his music, but as a person, he's been flawed from day one. Anybody that's kind of been behind the bullshit that he's spewed for the past 4 years should be considered clinically insane as well.
If you're still on the Kanye train at this point, please seek medical attention.
But okay, I'll say
denial. It's
from
in
my
denial.
It's
what it
denial at this
from
point.
my point of
The
view,
guy's an actual Nazi.
with music, a
Kanye?
lot of people can't
Yeah.
separate the artist from the art,
I mean, I had a Kanye sticker on my car, man.
and he ripped it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta watch this video.
It's crazy.
We'll show it to you after. It is
Okay, I'll have to watch this because this sounds
everything that
crazy.
we're saying, it's.
I believe you.
It's so worse than you would ever think.
I can't believe that. Or I can.
He was
but
making fun, he was making fun of the prime minister. Oh, he said Obama wasn't the first black president. He was the first Jewish president.
excuse me.
Yeah. A lot of shit.
Man.
So a lot of it was, and like Alex Jones has to be riding cloud nine right now because not only does he look good in that, because he
Right.
he vehemently
Sandy
said,
thing.
"I am not a Nazi. I don't support Nazis. I fucking hate Nazis." And then Kanye's like, "Well, I'm a Nazi," and like. Everybody's like, "What the fuck?" And Alex Jones literally is just like, "Well, I'm not." And if Alex Jones sounds like the sane person, the other person needs to be in a fucking
and he kept
asylum.
giving them outs. He kept giving them outs to be
To
like
walk it back.
walk it back. And each time he would just be like,
He go deeper.
he would go deeper. He'd be like,
Because-
Hitler did this and Hitler did that.
You
And
know-
he was like, I like the fashion. He was like, I like the clothes that Hitler designed. And you're sitting here, you're like, what the fuck is this asshole talking about?
Well, say what you will about Alex Jones, but he is a professional.
That was a dub for Alex Jones.
He
Massive
like
W.
my thing with him in that is he looked really good because he gave so many options for Kanye to walk it back,
he did.
and like for Alex Jones to be in that position.
Well, and Alex, he was even like, my grandfather fought against the Nazis over in World War II, and all this shit, and it just nothing would sway, Kanye.
It's insane that somebody that I admired so much has fallen so much. Like I literally have multiple posters of the man.
Yeah.
Like you all have seen my top 3 mural. That it's got Kanye, Kendrick, and Drake.
It's been on the podcast.
It's been on the
It's been on the
podcast, and it
background.
still will be because
Right.
it's a piece of art that Megan worked really fucking hard to find somebody to make.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's a great piece of
is
art. And
But we're gonna go ahead and say Kanye died after the life of Pablo.
Yeah.
On February 19th, because he really.
I did like Donda. I fucked with Donda.
Sure. Yeah, but even then, it's just like I don't know.
There was a lot of shit on Donda.
I just prefer to forget
We're
everything
replacing.
after that.
Well, I am personally replacing Kanye West in my music love with Metro Boomin.
Oh.
After
42
this newest
Doug,
album-
come on.
42 Doug.
Turn,
Detroit
bitch.
stand over here.
God, I love
Play
42
the
Doug.
Sada baby. Play the baby.
I love that little short fuck.
Baby Tron.
He sounds good.
He does. I like
You turn little
42
42 Doug on, I'll put my head through any wall nearby.
That's the most white thing you've ever fucking said.
I'm ready to
I
roll,
will
baby.
destroy whatever drywall is near me.
Fuck it up.
What is it with white people hating fucking drywall?
It's because it's easily breakable, and you wouldn't think it would be. I think the
Because it doesn't hurt when you break it,
Yeah.
but like it looks like it.
I think it's honestly because we're not the ones that put it up.
Yeah, true. White people are also more likely to be able to afford to fix the
I mean,
drywall.
truthfully, we forget that we don't put it up, so we ain't got to do it. You put up drywall one time, and you're like, I ain't putting my fucking head through that drywall. Because that shit was a bitch. It is terrible. You will soon learn well, you already know, but once you got some drywall to do downstairs, and you're gonna be like, I ain't putting nobody putting their head through this fucking drywall.
The drywall punchment are over. The moment he starts on that construction.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite
shit.
thing to punch at my parents' house was that fucking big black metal pole.
Why'd you describe it like that?
Oh yeah, this thing that'll break your hand.
Why'd you describe it like that?
I have mental problems.
Big black metal pole.
That
More
support
intimidating.
beam, dude. I'm pretty sure I broke my fucking hand on that one time punching.
Oh
it.
my
The only time I've ever punched that is running into it in the middle of the.
You ran into it so many
like, you
times.
can talk
I'd be
about
walking
punching
behind you,
I
and you just fucking face plant
This
the
man
fucking
fucking punches shit all the time.
I broke my hand punching shit.
He did. It was unfortunate.
What were you angry about?
Soccer. It was during one of our matches.
Get the best of you.
Our defense was really bad, and they just
I
kept.
bet
getting,
you're one of those guys
was
that
not
throws
good.
hissy fits.
I was pissed.
It was bad.
I
He was
got up.
screaming. He told me to go fuck myself and shit. It was funny.
It was right after I punched the pole too.
I
Brandon was
know.
like, "Dude, don't fucking do that. You're gonna break your hand." I was like, "Brandon, shut the fuck up. Go."
Go on somewhere.
And
You know
he
what?
did
I
end
was
up
like- I was
breaking.
like,
Didn't you
fuck
end
you,
up
I
breaking
will,
your
bro.
hand?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did,
and
he
it didn't
did.
get reset because I didn't go to the doctor till like a month after.
Fuck,
So
man.
my
He played-
bone right
he still
here
played
is
the
like,
season with
It's like bent
it.
like that.
Yeah, but he's playing soccer. You don't use your hands.
He was the
I was a
goalie.
goalie.
bro.
Oh.
That's why I was
And
mad.
I was a defender. And
Yeah, because
So you were mad about the game, then you broke your hand and got even more mad because now it's going to be harder to play the game because you have broken hand.
Well, I kept playing the game because I didn't know I broke my hand.
But it
And-
hurt like a bitch, I'm going to assume.
oh yeah, he
It
kept
did
getting
hurt.
a lot of shots at him too, because me and the rest of the defense was playing like shit.
Well, it was Brandon and three sophomore girls that were like probably about 150 pounds combined.
Oh yeah.
No beef behind him.
And
I'd run right through
I
him.
was doing the best. Bro,
Give me the ball.
Spencer on the O-line.
Boom, bitch, get out of the way.
I was doing the best I could.
I'd run right through him.
yeah, I was. It was a frustrating game.
That was-
Catch an elbow.
That was not my favorite game of soccer I've ever played in my life. We'll say that. Also, it was a JV game, so it's not
Yeah.
like it even fucking.
Are we playing in a JV game?
Because that was my first year playing.
It was our junior year, so we played. We would play both varsity and JV kind of sometimes.
You know, I saw that the what is it the World Cup was going on.
Yeah.
U.S. looked bad.
Dude, I've seen
yesterday.
some
Yeah.
funny memes
Well, we still got to
about
the
all
round
that.
of 16.
Yeah, but it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like yesterday when they played Netherlands.
I don't know. No, I tried to watch it just to like be with my country. I had no fucking clue what was going on, and I was like, "Fuck this shit! I don't want to watch this."
I mean, like,
When they played England, there were some funny memes going around. Like,
Yeah, there were.
oh my
well,
gosh.
England's never beaten the United States in World Cup play. They've only ever drawn them or lost to them.
They ain't beaten us since 1812.
Yeah, like they just don't lose to us.
they ain't gonna
Or
again.
they don't beat us. It doesn't make any sense because England's always good and U.S. is always mid.
Who's
England
big on
invented it.
England's team? Is
Like-
Messi?
No, he's Argentinian.
Argentinian?
He's from
He's
Argentina.
from Argentina.
He's the whitest Argentinian I've ever fucking
Yeah,
seen.
newsflash: Argentinians are white, dude.
All
They're
of
not
the
all of
vast
them,
majority,
but like
a large majority.
a handful
yeah.
of them are.
South America?
Yeah.
Get a lot of sun down there. They ain't got no color.
Argentina is like in the
it was
very southern
colonized
tip.
by the Portuguese, buddy.
Well, yeah, but you wouldn't think
Well, it
that
was
the
from the
sun
Spanish,
over
too.
a couple fucking years would start tanning people out.
I mean,
Well,
not like
hey,
that.
Messi looks like fucking as bleached as I do.
Yeah, dude, it's
Argentina's
like-
on the very southern part
Yeah.
of South America. It's like
Yeah,
not even
dude.
that far
Yeah,
from
but the
Antarctica.
equator's right fucking there.
No, it ain't.
bro.
South-
The equator is where like Panama is. Argentina's at the very bottom of South America.
Yeah. Like
They're
Argentina and
the
Chile make up
equivalent.
the
They're the
tip.
equivalent of latitude and longitude, where like fucking I don't know Ontario would be
Yeah.
Okay.
in terms of how
Or at
much
least the
sun
most
they're gonna
southern
get.
part, yeah.
So,
they're down there right by.
who's England got? Beckham. Is Beckham English?
He is English,
He
but
is
he's
English,
like
yeah.
45 now.
I
They
wish he
got
still played.
they got a
Bet it like Beckham, baby.
Harry Kane's one of their big players. He's ugly. He's
Is he
ugly.
got the teeth like this?
He's a
he
goofy
got
ass-
the teeth.
He's a goofy looking dude, and he sounds goofy.
Does he have a big nose? Because
Yeah.
that's pretty goofy.
Actually,
Yeah, that's a goofy thing that
in
some
hindsight,
people have.
him and I actually kind of have similar features. Long ass face, long nose. Like,
So you're saying you're ugly?
No. No.
He looks just like me, but he's ugly.
I didn't say just like me. I said similar features, okay?
So he's ugly.
But,
So he's ugly,
yeah.
but he has similar features to you, and you're not ugly.
He's not that ugly. I was overreacting.
Oh, okay. What's his name? What's
Harry
his
Kane.
name?
I was gonna look up a picture of him, but yeah,
Harry
keep going.
Dong.
Let's look up a picture of this man, and hopefully my mouth.
It's K-A-N-E.
Speaking of pictures, bro, I hate when people post baby pictures on Facebook.
K-A-N-E.
Right?
K-A-N-E.
I'm not about it.
Kane.
Right there, Harry
Yeah.
Kane, where it says Kane, England.
Kane Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Harry Kane. What?
I wouldn't say he's
not
ugly,
ugly.
Well,
but
Looks like Tyler
he's
Childers.
definitely
like-
prettier than you.
Well, yeah.
I like how Jordan was
I was-
calling him goofy looking, and the dude is prettier than him.
These are like
I was
nice.
gonna
These
say,
are like
like,
nice
you was calling
pictures,
him
though. These are
goofy,
like
but
these are
who's
like
goofy?
Is
these
this
are like
boy,
nice
yeah.
pictures.
is this on the SchmutzCast? Like, can they see
Yes,
this?
they can see it.
All right, sweet.
But regardless,
Yeah,
Look at him.
he's a fine
that's a
looking
good picture of
fellow.
him, though.
That's a good picture of him.
Yeah.
I feel like you're walking it back because you're fucking ugly.
No.
That was brutal. That was brutal.
Look up-
How did
look
we
up a
even
video
get
of
on
him
that
talking,
topic?
though.
How did we even get on that topic? You know
Because
what?
we were talking about soccer,
know
I
what?
brought up
Yeah,
I brought up the World Cup because I started playing Rocket League again, and they have like a
Oh my
World Cup
gosh.
update.
I need to.
Really?
I need to
What's that
re-download
all
that.
about?
Rocket League is the worst
I-
game ever.
Rocket League's
Wait,
great.
can you play like Rocket League? Like, is it fun? Like
Rocket
online?
League is
Can I play-
soccer with cars.
Can
I know
play
I
with the
watched you play,
Portuguese?
but can I like play against you if I download it?
Yeah,
Do you have an Xbox?
you can play with me.
Oh shit!
We can be teammates.
I need to add you. I didn't know you had an Xbox.
I
I don't
fucking
play any of the games you guys play.
I had to uninstall that game because
play two
I
games.
get competitive with video games, but there is a certain type of video game that gets me mega competitive. There's two games in this world that do that to me: Rocket League and Mario Baseball.
Fucking God.
Mario Baseball gets me, but Rocket
Spencer's
League,
played Mario Baseball with
Oh,
me a
yeah.
couple times.
Yeah.
we went into some platinum tournaments in Rocket League, which is some
2K
really
gets you going.
Oh, 2K gets me going,
Yeah,
but I don't get
2K.
mad if I lose. Not
Unless
for
you
me.
play with him.
I don't like losing to John in anything.
Because he
he
gloats.
gloats for
He
months.
gloats. So, he'll like score. This motherfucker shoot a 3, and he's only like he'll still be down by fucking 10 points. He'll
Like,
still
take
go.
that bitch.
He'll stare at you. He'll stare at you.
talk is
He'll make the bucket and go,
Trash talk.
yeah. And it's like, get the fuck out of
It won't
here.
even be a straight face too, because he'll be like kind of smiling a little bit because he's waiting to see a
got a
reaction.
little smirk.
He wants you to react. He's trying to get under your skin. You're good at that.
I don't even
fucker.
think he's doing it to talk shit. I just think he wants to see a reaction. And that's why he's smiling like that.
I don't think
I
there's
could care-
anything wrong with the
I could care less if I win or lose. Like
You
a
just
2K
wanna piss
game.
somebody
I
off.
just love pissing you and you off. That is,
It works.
It works.
He's so good at it.
Bro, I've been spanked by like 50 points on 2K, but I've beaten John by 20 and still felt like he won.
Yeah.
He does. I'm like,
And it's like,
I win
fuck
by
you.
20 and I throw the controller down. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to play you.
This wasn't fun.
Well, I had old Ethan down the other day. Ethan C. He came down and hung out down here, and I was thinking of a game we could play together. We played a little bit of Rocket League because I'm trying to ease myself back into it.
I'll say he's big in Rocket League.
Because fucking Rocket League got me so competitive. We were doing platinum tournaments a couple times a week, and we would get to the final round, and these things take hours. And we'd get to the final round, final game, and fucking lose every time. At least 6, 7, 8 times that happened.
Fucking hilarious.
And I just wanted that title of platinum tournament winner. I wanted it so bad. Couldn't fucking get it. And one time we had the ball. The ball was on top of my car, right next to the goal. 1 second to go, and I flipped. It jumps up in the air rather than going into the goal.
Oh.
And the mic was like this. I slammed it like that. It spun around like 3 times in a circle, and then I said, "Fuck this stream. I'm done." Shut off stream, uninstalled the game, and never played it since. I've been easing my way back into it, but Ethan
God damn, Timberlake.
I feel like
Fuck this
Ethan
game.
with Rocket League would be the same way as me with 2K. He would get under your skin.
To
a lot.
uninstall
yeah.
it though after he loses, that's a whole nother level of toxicity.
Dude, it's bad.
He's
trying
like,
to
I'm
delete the
literally
game.
gonna uninstall this fucking game. I hate it so much.
I hated it.
How many hours did you have in it?
7 days.
I hated it. I only played it for a week of my life.
Yeah, I did, and I don't regret it at all.
Oh my god.
But Ethan came back, and I was like, what's a game we can play against each other for fun? Because I don't like 1v1 Rocket League, because I can't lie to you, ain't nobody touching my shit in 1v1s. Stilgert called me out the other day. He's like, I'm better than you. I was like, okay, fucking play me 1v1. Beat him 10-1. So I was like, okay.
Your ass.
I don't
1v1 me.
I don't like the 1v1s.
1v1 him on Rust, bro.
But
Then he
I
can talk
brought
shit.
out Mortal fucking Kombat. And anybody that knows Ethan.
Oh my gosh.
Knows
Why
that
would you
he's-
bring out Mortal
You
Kombat
should have
with
not
Ethan?
done that.
So the thing is, Zach is a fucking pro at Mortal Kombat. He's so fucking good, it's unfucking believable. Ethan beat him. You know how? With his common strategy that he does every time. So in Mortal Kombat, it's a fighting game. You know the fighting games where they go back and forth like just sideways on the screen? If you do down on the stick and click B, they just kick like this over and over and over again. And he'll just lock you in a loop of just going back, 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 and do it over and over and over and over again until you lose. And no matter how good you are, it is so fucking hard to beat him. Because then when you start jumping, then he'll push up on the stick and click B, kick you out of the sky, and then start jabbing you again. It is like, so there's so many like crazy combos. You could throw fireballs, you can like teleport, you can do all kinds of cool moves. He has no interest in learning any of these moves other than bat, bat.
He doesn't
bat,
need them, bro.
Bat. I hope you see this, Ethan. Go fuck yourself. God damn it. That shit pisses me off so much. And I thought since I had Zach here, Zach is so fucking good at Mortal Kombat. Mm-hmm. I thought he was going to dethrone the boy. He did end up beating him, but the first time he played Ethan, how, bro? How? That has to be either a flaw in the game or like a break in the Matrix because I don't fucking understand it. It's literally holding the stick down and clicking B over and over and over and over again. And it'll just beat you.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like playing Mortal Kombat or like Mario Super Smash or those kind of games.
I love all of
I
those.
love
I'm not
Smash
gonna
Bros.
lie.
I've never been big on Mortal
I'm
Kombat.
not gonna
though.
lie. I don't know what it is. I want to like Smash so bad,
Smash is more
So
fun when you have a
bad.
big group of people.
but
Oh,
I
for
just
sure.
I just
Yeah.
play it and I just do not enjoy it.
Well, my thing with
You
like,
have to try really. It's like it's not about winning. It's about doing funny ass shit, like
Yeah.
throwing bunny ears on it and jumping up really high and just fucking dropping a bomb with Kirby.
Well, I always play as Kirby. For
Kirby's
sure.
fun.
Kirby's my main, but I just when I would play with you all, but I was just like I don't like looking back. I feel like everybody is like oh, Super Smash is the craziest fucking game, and then I play it and I'm just like, well, I guess that was fun.
It's fun to me. Well, okay, so I was heavily intoxicated very often when Smash Ultimate came out.
Do I need to start drinking more?
drinking
don't
makes
think
it a lot more
okay,
fun.
drinking makes
Maybe
Mario
that's
Kart
maybe-
more fun.
Oh, no, that is
Mario
true.
Kart with beer is
Yeah,
We haven't
fantastic.
played
Mario
Mario
Kart
Kart in a
over
long
here.
fucking time.
Oh man, Beerio Kart,
Mario
dude.
Kart is
Beerio Kart
phenom-
is the
me and
best.
Dalton. Megan's brother is really like fast with drinking beer, and I would like to say so am I. So we've been doing recently when we play Beerio Kart, we do Tall Boys.
Jesus
Nice.
Christ.
And it is fucking horrendous. We'll do like 6 games, like straight Tall Boys, and I'm like, God damn, I'm gonna die. But hey, I am still unfucking defeated in Beerio
So what
Kart.
is
I've never been
what is
beaten in
Beerio
Beerio
Kart?
Kart.
How do you play it?
So the only rule is you
No drinking
can't
and
drink
driving.
and drive. You,
Okay.
if your cart is moving, your hand cannot be on the controller. But you have to finish your beer before you go past the finish line.
Ah, that's cool as shit. I
so
like
much
it.
fun.
pretty
There's
fun.
some good
No, I've never played
strats.
Beerio
There's
Kart.
strats. You got different strats. You could chug it at the beginning. You could chug it at the end. Or in the new Mario Karts, there's flying sequences, and we don't count flying sequences as driving.
Right.
You put the controller down while you're flying, chug that shit. You're still moving, and I don't lose, bro. I've probably played 60 to 70 rounds, probably more, of Mario Kart. Never lost.
You fucking degenerate.
Never lost. I've got the beer drinking skills. I've got the Mario Kart skills. They mix perfectly. It's over.
So
we translated that to Mario Golf. Me and Dalton did.
Like the speed golf part?
Speed golf.
Yes.
Speed golf.
Speed golf.
Everybody hits at the same time and you run to your ball.
Yeah, they do that in the new golf game that came out not too long
Yeah,
ago.
it's fun
It's a
as
race
fuck.
to
And
finish the
when
hole.
we were on vacation out in Florida, me and Dalton did that all night one night. Just fucking
That's
hit
crazy.
beers and played Mario Golf. Called it Beerio Golf.
We should go play that in real life.
I do every time I golf.
I would say we down fucking beers whenever we go golf.
I drink at least 7 beers every time I
I'll
golf.
say I make it a goal to get at least 4 beers in each 9. And they're normally tall boys.
I don't like drinking while I golf.
I don't like drinking I don't like golfing
Now
without.
I'll have a
Yeah.
cigar while I golf. You know, it makes me feel like you know, like how a white man should, I guess.
Well, here's the thing.
You know?
It's that muscle memory. It's like how beer pong is. You get better after you drink a little bit because you don't think about what you're doing.
Just
That's
do it.
You just
fair.
do it.
That's fair.
But the thing is, normally, at least with me, usually about the middle 9 holes of where I do the best because I have just the right amount of beers in me. Then the last few holes, I have
I'm like-
too many beers in me.
I'm
And
just dragging.
I just sling the club as hard as I can. It normally doesn't go out as well.
yeah.
Yeah, literally the first 3 holes I'm like dragging, trying to get myself up because we usually play pretty early.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, those middle group of holes, I'm buzzing, I'm feeling good. I got the nicotine, I got the alcohol, and I'm swinging pearls. And then when it gets to about 15, 16,
Yeah, those last
I'm
few.
donezo. I'm fucked. There's no fucking way.
You see, I'm a
Funny.
different golfer than like you guys are. I like don't drink hardly at all when I'm
Yeah.
golfing.
You don't.
There's a
don't.
lot of people that are like that.
You'll drink like 3 beers the entire
My stomach will
day.
start to hurt,
Tops.
dude. You move too much.
I enjoy.
It calms me down from getting pissed. I get pissed
You
at
need it.
myself.
Well,
I need it. Yeah.
You
So
definitely
you're
need it.
fucking
I've
breaking
been golfing
clubs
with you
and
probably
throwing
about
shit.
8 times. I've seen you break 2 clubs.
I've seen him.
Damn.
I've seen him top a ball into the water at Corydon. So he gets pissed off. He grabs another ball. He tops the next ball into the water, the same spot.
Same exact spot.
He takes his club. He chucks it as high as he can in the air. Club twirls, falls right in the water. Also, he throws his club in the fucking water. So he stands there.
fucking
He
funny.
looks at it, and we're like laughing at him, but like trying to hold our laughs back. And he's just giving us this death stare. He's just sitting there quiet. Goes just like this. Fuck this, and he starts taking his shoes and socks off, rolls his
I just
pants
walked
up,
in the
he
creek
walks
and grabbed my club.
Where was it whenever you yucked the club and it hit the cart path and it broke the... Actually, I've seen you break more than 2 clubs because that one time you broke your driver too, but you didn't do it on
I
purpose.
didn't mean to do
Yeah,
that
wasn't
one.
on purpose.
That
That
was
one I hit the
hilarious.
drive and the head
Insane.
just slung across
That
the
was
fucking.
insane.
That's funny.
That one was hilarious.
Where was it? Where was it whenever you chucked the club up in the air and it hit the golf cart and it broke it then?
English.
Was it English? Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh,
I wasn't there.
The Lucas Oil course.
you remember when me and you were playing? Was it me and you? You hit the ball at me and I swung at it with my putter.
That was at Corden.
Yeah, I swung at it with my. He hit the ball with a pitching wedge up
chipped
onto
it
the green.
Up onto the green. It was a pearl, and Spencer just.
I'm standing
home
on the
runs that
green.
motherfucker with his putter.
And it broke the head of my putter off. I had this stupid nice putter.
Slings it into the fucking
Slung
highway.
my putter head into the highway. The ball went that way somehow, and it just fucking ruined my putter. and I was
'cause
like,
the
damn
ball was
it.
over by where I was, and I was like looking down, and I was like, that looks like a cool ball because you had like the U of L balls, right? And I picked it up, and it was a U of L ball, and I was like, LT, how the fuck did your ball get over here?
Like, yeah, well, whatever.
Dude, I was playing there one time for the sheriff's golf scramble for Harrison County. All public and political people there, right? And I got invited by my cousin, who's the chief for Harrison County. And so I'm there at this big golf scramble. It's just me and a bunch of police officers and politicians, right? I'm thinking, I got to keep it cool, better not drink. I drank a 3 or 4, and it was like hole 6, and I swung, and it was like right there, or whatever. Is it hole 6 where it's like you're hitting out, and to the left you're fine, and the pine trees, but on the right you got water, and then another big pond right after it. I'm talking at Corden.
four.
Four or
No,
five.
it's
It's five.
It's
That's
four.
four.
Okay,
Four,
it's
it is four,
hole
yeah.
4. I was teeing off right there,
Uh-huh.
and I swung and I hit the ball and it went straight in the fucking water. And like I got pissed and I threw my club and I didn't realize like how hard I threw it or where I threw it. And it fucking went flying right at the golf cart where there was two police officers sitting. And it hit the golf cart and fucking exploded.
Oh my god.
My club, my whole fucking driver. I fucking flung it like this, and I didn't realize it went flying backwards. I thought it was gonna go this way.
God damn.
The way I let go of it went this way, and it went flying right at the cops, right at the golf cart. Fucking hit it, exploded. And my cousin, he just turns and looks at me, and I go, "I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that."
We've all had some real shenanigans happen at Corden because you remember that.
Oh, that's the only place.
Bro, I was gonna say I busted out that lady's windshield with the golf ball, bro.
I don't think.
I don't remember what hole it was.
That's the only golf course I've ever been at where I've ran into somebody,
Bro.
and it's caused me to get so fucked up I can't get home. So I've had to have them take me home. I ran into him. I was playing with some Providence guys. Ran into Joe. He ended up getting me so fucked up I could not get home. And I played the back 9 with him and whoever he was with, some guys I didn't even know. So I played the whole back 9 with me, Joe, and a few guys I didn't even know. He got me so fucked up. I was like, Joe, you gotta take me home. I can't drive, dude. I'm gonna fucking. So Joe took me home. I had to leave my car at the goddamn golf
What
course.
course were we at? It was me, you, Joe, and maybe Ryan.
It was English because that was whenever you threw your club up. I just remember Joe being at that one.
Yeah, it got stuck in the fucking tree.
Bro, how many
That was the
clubs do you
Louisville one.
throw?
Oh, was that the Louisville?
That
He always throws his club.
I do too. I do
don't
too.
always throw my club.
I do too.
Listen,
I
LT.
do. No, I truthfully
I
do.
don't always throw my club.
I think
I
you
break
throw a
one club per match I play.
I think you throw a club once an outing at least.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, here's the thing.
I do.
He's like,
To justify,
I do,
in my
but-
mind,
They don't always break.
my mentality is that if I am not shooting for under 100, I shouldn't have paid the fucking money to play the game.
He's like, dog, it's different when you're a winner.
If I'm not in the low 90s, I'm upset. If I'm in the hundreds, I'm pissed.
If
I
I'm
am
not
fucking
drunk the time I
livid.
leave, I'm mad.
Only tigers can break clubs.
Well, the one with
You ain't no tiger, cuzzo. You
the
ain't-
one with Jordan and Joe and Ryan was I flung the club up in there because I was like, "Fuck that!" I hated that club. I wanted it broken.
Late in the
I
round,
hated
too.
that club. It was a 5 hybrid where the ridges were smoothed out on it. It was just a piece of shit.
That sucks.
So I just flung it up in the air. Got stuck in a fucking tree.
Did you leave it?
I shook the tree. It was a big fucking tree, so it barely moved. And I started hucking golf balls at it. How did I even... I threw
got
another
it down.
club... I think I threw another club at it.
I just keep chucking clubs to the whole fucking.
Just chuck your bag up there. Fuck it.
You know, LT,
We were
that
still
time.
teeing off while you were doing that shit.
While I was trying to get my club out, I was the first to tee off. They were just fucking... It was a fucking...
That's funny.
Was it my 5 hybrid?
I don't remember.
I thought it was. Yeah, it was because it was a short par 4.
Yeah.
I was shooting the green with that fucking thing. I throw a lot
I'll
of
tell you what
clubs.
the.
I don't break a lot. I throw a lot. All the clubs I've
That's what
broken.
I'm saying. You throw them a lot more than you break them.
You know,
I've-
there's some great counselors that could help you.
I will say the only clubs I've ever broken on the course were at the moments with you. I've
glad
broken
to be a
3
part of those
clubs
moments.
on the course,
Oh fuck.
and 2 of them were intentional.
Lightweight. You're a lightweight. I'm way more than 3.
Well, I took one. It was the same outing that I threw it into the tree. I slammed it on the ground, and I was like, "Fuck."
Forgot about that.
I slammed the head on the ground. And I was like, "Fuck this shit" in normal, and I was still pissed. I was like, "That didn't get out enough," so I yucked it, and it slammed the fucking cart path, ran into the cart, and busted into 5 pieces. I found 3 of the pieces, chucked them in the woods. I was like,
You're
"Fuck it,
you're
I'm done."
You're like, oh, I didn't kick this dog hard enough. Might as well throw it off the balcony. you know, like.
Dude, speaking of dogs, I'll tell you a crazy story here real quick.
Dog stories.
Canines.
Canine speaking. So So I was coming through. I was a senior in high school. I had the Xterra. If you remember the Xterra, my old fucking rowdy Xterra, bad fucking whip.
Now, can I intervene to tell a Sex Terra story? My favorite one.
Be quick. Be quick.
So Sex Terra, me and Spencer used to work at the same joint, right? It was a factory.
Yeah.
And we were going there. He picked me up in the morning because there was hella snow on the ground.
5:30, 6 in the morning.
It was real fucking early. There's like no sun. By the time we got to work, there was barely a little bit of sun. We go and there's this hard ass curve. He's like, "Hey, want to see me drift?"
Road's covered in snow.
Oh, it was. We slid all the way there. We spun out so many times, and we get there, and it's the last curve to get to work, and it's sharp as shit. He's like, "You want to see me drift?" So I said, "Well, fuck it. Why not? We've been sliding like crazy." He goes to drift it. Mind you, there's two people behind us also sliding around like crazy. He whips one real hard. We spun around in a circle twice.
I didn't let off the gas once, though. I mean, I was just fucking letting her eat, son.
You probably would have crashed.
Listen,
Fuck that. Yeah, I was letting her eat, dude.
You gotta stay on the.
All 6 cylinders were firing. Like,
he let that motherfucker
fucking school
eat.
shooter. Them bitches were gone. I mean, just getting it.
And we magically, when we're spinning,
he doesn't know how to drive on snow. I've got stories about that.
Oh yeah.
We're spinning at a decent pace. And
Same
he
car.
Just says, "Fuck it." Takes his hands entirely off and just lets it roll out. And when we stop, it's directly straight on the road. All you gotta do is hit the gas. He's like, only thing he says, "That's how you do it, buddy." Hell yeah.
When he gets done with his story, I've got some extra.
So I just got to tell you real quick. So it was that. So same. We're going back to the dog hittings or just dogs. So sorry to ruin it. It was a spoiler. So I was with my buddy Timmy that night, and he had his big truck, and we had a few other buddies with us. My buddy Casey was riding with me that night, and we were way out and like towards Laconia, just out in BFE, fucking nothing but farms and fields, buddy.
Wait, can we clarify what BFE means?
Bumfuck Egypt. I mean,
because that's like a regional term.
Yeah. We're out there.
Bumfuck Egypt. And any of our Egyptian fans, I'm sorry if that offends you.
I'm
That's
sorry.
just a local term.
I mean, you're way out in nowhere. So
you are in nowhere.
We were out in BFE, and I pull up. I'm coming down the road, and I come to a stop sign. The road comes to a T, and it's all flat land. It's all fields, right? You can see for over at least 2 miles in any direction almost where I'm at. Road comes to a T. I pull up. I see taillights about 120, 150 yards out in this field. I see these taillights, and it's fucking midnight. We're leaving a party outside of Lanesville. And I see these taillights out there, and I'm like, man, what the fuck? Why is that car all the way out there? There's not a road out there. It's just farms. It's just big
farmland.
Well,
just farmland.
I'm looking at the field. I turn my big light on I had up top, and I can see, of course, now the whole field and the car. And I see there's a woman standing outside of the car, standing there. And I'm like, oh, well, shit, we better see if she's okay. But the field was just tilled or plowed or whatever you want to say, so it was all fresh dirt just brought up. So I put her in 4-wheel drive, and it just rained. So, I mean, it was thick. It was thick mud. There was no tracks, I give you, coming into the field where I'm coming from.
Okay.
From the stop sign at the T, I came straight across. There was no tracks. No tire marks, nothing. I was the first tire marks into the field. So I'm wondering how the fuck she got out there. I pull all the way out there, and I'm like, ma'am, are you okay? And she's like, I'm sorry. She's like, I'm coming from blah, 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 and I was looking at my phone like a dummy, and I missed the stop sign, and I blew right into the field. And I was like,
cool.
You blew into this field, going like 60-something miles an hour. I was like, your car has no damage. This till there was no tracks. This is what I'm thinking. I'm like, there's no tracks, and this field is freshly fucking plowed. There's no way you are telling me how you actually got here. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, do you want me to call someone to come get you? Or do you want me to try to pull you out? She's like, if you can pull me out, that'd be great. The Sex Terra never got stuck. right?
No, it
I
didn't.
hooked a fucking chain up to her, and I mean, soon as I started pulling,
Her car.
she was
Wrapped
about.
around her.
I
I
had to
mean,
clarify.
she was about 230, so she, she wasn't a full
So you
load.
needed to
280, she was a
He said
lady,
I wrapped
but.
the chain around her
280,
after we
she's
unstuck her car from the
But anyways,
field.
I hooked up to her and I started pulling, and my car, I mean, it just starts sinking. Now I pulled back and I said, "Ma'am, I ain't gonna be able to get you. You're gonna have to call an actual tow truck out here." Meanwhile, Timmy's sitting over there on the edge of the field, and he's like watching everything. Right?
Why'd you drop him off at the edge of the field?
He was in his truck
Oh,
with 4 other guys,
Okay.
and sitting in his truck waiting for me and Casey. Me and Casey were like the investigators going to check it out.
you gotta go check
And so, anyways, we come back up Timmy, and I'm like, "Hey, we can't get her out. Your truck's too heavy. We're gonna have to call a tow truck for her." And so we called a tow truck for her, and she was like, "Well, I just call this number." She used my phone and she dialed somebody's number. She called them, told them where she was, and they were coming to get her. Right? Apparently, this guy's a tow truck driver.
Nice.
But the whole time she was on the phone, I don't think she was actually talking to anybody. I don't think she actually called anybody, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, I think she just was, like, pretending to talk to somebody on the phone.
Okay.
Right? And so when we're like, okay, we're leaving. But the whole time I've always wondered, how the fuck did that woman get in that field? There was no tire marks in either direction. If she came any other direction other than where I'm coming from, she'd have had to drove over a mile through a field in a fucking little ass car. How'd she get there?
Did you look at your phone to see if there was any outgoing calls? If you didn't think that she actually
I
talked to
never
anyone?
even looked at that.
Wait. Did she use your phone to call?
Yeah, she did. But the reason I never looked at that is because we left and we were like, all right, we're going to go into Lanesville, get gas, and we cut back through here. On my way into Lanesville, I passed the ball fields, and somebody's dog ran out right in front of me, and I smoked that motherfucker. As soon as I hit him, it was this big old yellow dog. As soon as I was running 60 miles an hour.
That is not what I expected.
Timmy was behind me.
That was a hell of a turn of events.
But I'm not.
I killed a golden retriever.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never hit a dog in my life up until this moment. And it was literally from where I hit that dog. No, listen, from where I hit that dog was only 3 minutes away from where we found that woman. So I was only 3 minutes. Me and Casey.
Her dog?
No, me and Casey were sitting there going like, I can't believe we just saw this woman. That was so crazy, blah, blah, blah. We're talking theories over in our head, and I'm just running down the road, cruising 60. Timmy's behind me in his truck. Next thing you know, I don't know, I see a glimpse. I go to swerve, and I hear the boom. And I mean, this motherfucker... Timmy, anyways, I stopped at the food. I stopped at the food mart, dude. As soon as I got, Casey was. No, Casey was
like, you all got some paper towels.
No, Casey was fucking crying in my passenger seat. Casey's in full-blown tears, but he's crying because I yelled 5 points when I hit the motherfucker. Because I was just, I was trying to make light of a bad situation. And I said, 5 points! And Casey starts crying, dude. And so we get to the food mart, and I get out of the car. As soon as I get out of the car, all you can smell is dog shit. And so I walk over to where I hit him. He broke my fog light out, but I hit him so hard, he shit. And there was shit splattered down the side of Casey's side of the car. I mean, it looked like someone threw a dog turd and just fucking chucked it in my car. And so
We went from a ghost type story to I smoked that dog.
I can tell you every detail of how we hit a golden retriever with my car.
and I felt bad at that point. And I was like, Casey, I did not mean to hit that dog. I was like, that little fuck ran out in front of me. I'm the victim here. He's not.
He said my buddy's crying over here. Not because he's sad, but because I yelled 5 points.
He was like, "You're so fucking cruel," and I was like, "Dude, I swear to God, I didn't see the fucker. I wouldn't have just hit him. Hell, I don't even,
I mean, you take.
But I didn't go back and tell the lady that I hit it because it was like, give it like at this point 2 a.m.
I mean,
I also was like, the dog, I hit it so hard it shot it back up into the yard. So I'm like, you're gonna find it. Like, you walk out to get the fucking paper, he's sitting at your goddamn front steps, dead. You're gonna find it. I don't need to call you or go knock on your fucking door. Like, hey, no.
It's like you brew your coffee, you walk outside, you're like, where's Baxter? And then you look down and you're standing on.
There's half of them.
You know, like, fuck, bro. Because I'm sure after that, he was probably.
If anybody was wondering,
probably,
I did win. I did have the most points for animal hits on the team. So, like,
how many animal hits did you get?
I've hit over 3 deer intentionally. Well, that was with the Xterra. I can't do that in the Charger now. But when I had the Xterra, I remember, like, one time I was driving down the road in Crawford County. I had 4 buddies with me. We were back roading, and there's this deer in the road, and I fucking yeeted at that motherfucker.
What the fuck?
And somehow, I don't even know how I did it. I missed my mirror. My mirror went right over him, and my back tire hit him.
Bro,
Clipped him?
Clipped him, dude. I clipped him with my back into my car.
I remember riding
And
around.
fucking shot that motherfucker in a circle in the road, and he just stands up and just fucking runs off.
Bro, Pete is
and
gonna
I was
be
like, do I get points for that? Because I hit
We're
him.
done with the PETA
Bro,
community.
Pete is gonna be throwing fake blood on us when we walk out of work
Fuck
tomorrow.
PETA, dude.
Bro, I remember
God.
riding around.
Protect
in
the
Xterra.
harvest. Fuck you, PETA.
We would
God.
intentionally,
Fuck
like,
you.
whenever it would rain really hard, we would go out in the Xterra and we would try to hydroplane.
Oh,
We would
yeah.
try to fucking hydroplane.
We would do the dumbest
find-
shit in the Xterra.
Find the biggest puddles we can.
But
Go 60 through them.
Hey, let me tell you this. The Xterra was such a badass vehicle. Not only could you go to the country and do the most country bum dumb shit you can ever ask for.
That is the most
You
country
can,
dumb
but you
bum
can
shit
also
I've
go
ever
to
heard
the
of.
fucking hood. You can go to Louisville, Bardstown, wherever.
You can it looks
Drop
like
that bitch in
hydraulics, bro.
4 low. Drop her in 4 low, throw her in drive. You and the boys sitting there. I got 2 subs in the back, 212s, baby. They're fucking thumping. I'm here. I'm rocking your cousins, dog. Like, come on. I'm fucking throwing on some shit.
He said I'm wrong.
Running down the road. Hold on, dog. I'm running down the road 4 deep. Bumping, son. All the windows down, summertime.
That's a route
Me and the
right
dogs.
there, bro.
Gas brake. That whole bitch drums. I mean, we're bouncing.
We were bouncing
were
down
bouncing.
fucking Bardstown Road,
Boom.
bro.
I mean, just I mean, just literally, I can bounce that fucker so hard.
Oh, I've
I
seen
did
it.
nothing to this car
I've
other
seen
than
it.
put tires and rims on it. And this,
I've
I could
seen
get the front tires off the ground, and people would be like, "Holy shit." That's badass. That motherfucker's bouncing.
he
Homeless
would do that
guys be
shit.
like, yeah.
When
I
he
mean,
would
just-
leave work, when we worked together, he would intentionally like hit it, brake, and then slam on it, and then fucking he'd hit wheelies on the way home.
Fucking Xterra, baby. Them bitches are not built for just the common Joe. I mean, it's just, it's a different vehicle.
They're more for like your Jakes.
You Jakes. If you're Jake, you can ride one of them bitches.
Well, Jake, thanks for being on the pod.
It's been a pleasure.
That was
That
the
was-
most hectic 25 minutes of this.
That's 25
That dog. It went from a straight ghost story to I fucking obliterated a golden
We
retriever.
were about 3 miles away from this mysterious lady, and then I smoked this dog.
The dog's dead, and I don't know about the woman, so I don't
Dog
know.
shit wiped down the side of
Sorry
my car.
we don't have a conclusion to the story, people, but hey, that's how we do things around here. That was episode
Holy
17.
shit. I need a
Holy
fucking
shit.
drink.
I have a headache from laughing. That was
My
fucking-
core hurts.
Yeah,
My
I
core-
mean,
My core hurts.
That last story, you had to end on that.
Yeah.
That was madness.
So my boy Brandon here just got his Schmutz gear in.
Yes, I did.
Fantastic.
I've been waiting so long, like so long for this.
Because he didn't
mug.
get the first jump. That
But-
first jump filled
But you know
up.
what? I have it now, and it fits just right. Yeah. So you should go order some.
It
Go order
cured, it
some.
cured his year-old sinus infection.
2-year-old.
2-year-old
2-year-old sinus infection. Cured it right away.
Right up.
Hit up papaschmutz.com. Go to the shop section and send in your orders. We'll get that shit shipped out to you. Keep supporting us. We love doing this shit. It's fun. We enjoy it. Anybody got any music plans? Any fucking shit you all want to plug?
I dropped a little exclusive warning shot this last week. Yeah, it was fun. Just gonna be on. It won't be on streaming for a while, but go give it a little peep.
Banger.
A little bit.
Nice.
We upgraded the studio a little bit too this week.
We did.
Yeah.
John's been working on some new future things, like some would say a stream.
Yeah. Yeah. So like in the midst of obviously all the music stuff, I just like to do the creative type like internet shit.
Yep.
You know. So like I've decided that I'm gonna probably start streaming here coming very soon. I just need old Papa Schmutz to come out and help me set it up sometime.
I'm fucking in.
Yeah.
I'm in. I will set up that.
So be watching out for the Futbungus stream.
Futbungus is going to be plugged here on SchmutzCast and on my stream. Jordan, what you got?
Gummy bears and Red Bull.
Gummy Bears and Red Bull's a sticking
I'm
name.
finalizing it.
That's
now.
a name. That is the name.
I got album art done. I just gotta finish a couple more songs and mix and master, and it's ready to go.
The album art's cool as fuck.
Do we have an area of release date for that?
I'm still planning on the last Friday of December, so coming up. But that depends if I get them done or not. I might end up pushing it back. If I don't have it done 2 weeks before that, so I guess that's next fucking weekend.
Yeah.
If I don't have it all done by next weekend, and now I'm thinking about it, I'm probably not gonna have it done. So it's probably gonna be either mid-January or end of this month.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Well, we can keep up with that. Spencer, I thank you for being on the podcast.
You can follow me on TikTok, torque_and_beans. Torque and beans.
I don't think...
Find me on TikTok. I got like 5,000 followers, but you can add to it.
After that video, after this podcast, I don't think anybody's going to be surprised that your username is Torque and...
You want to see the tattoo?
Yeah.
I think you should show the tattoo.
Okay.
Let's end it with that, boys.
John, grab the
Wait,
sweatshirt.
what?
Grab the sweatshirt.
Where the hell is this
Our
tattoo?
outro. You know the outro.
It's on you.
Can I grab that one?
Yeah, just pull it out of the bottom.
Jesus Christ! I thought you were about to pull out your fucking.
Torque and
beans,
beans.
torque and beans,
Torque
torque and
and beans.
Torque and Beans. Keeb, you are in... All right, Keeb, you're in charge of clicking the end button.
How do I get this damn thing to work?
Don't click it yet. I'm Papa Schmutz. This has been SchmutzCast 17.
Papa Schmutz
Brandon
and the big boys.
I'm Johnny Will.
I'm Jordan Warner.
That was Spencer Purcell.
How you doing? I'm Spencer.
That's Spencer Purcell. He'll be back. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to grab your Schmutz gear. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Yeah.